Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that because there are several reports about the ongoing war in Amhara and Tigray region that I will share with you in this video. Because according to reports received by several Tigray Defense Force sources, heavy fighting between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force continues inside the Amhara region on the Amhara-Tigray border. And Tigray Defense Force has claimed that Tigray Defense Force has gained control on many places over the Amhara-Tigray border. And all the areas in southern Tigray are now under the control of Tigray Defense Force. Because this war is going on in the areas of Amhara region near Kobo, and Tigray Defense Force has claimed that Tigray Defense Force has killed several Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers in an ongoing fighting in southern Tigray and has gained control over many weapons. And Tigray Defense Force has claimed that Tigray Defense Force has won against Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies in southern Tigray. But so far, no report received from Amhara or Ethiopian government about Tigray Defense Force claim. But on the other hand, the Eritrean Defense Forces have been linked to fresh attacks in the troubled Tigray region, in what could yet again escalate the ongoing conflict within the Tigray region, and whose army is in active war with Ethiopian National Defense Force on many fronts. But since the war between Tigray Defense Forces and Ethiopian National Defense Force broke out in November 2020, the Eritrean troops have often been accused of crossing over the border to assist the Ethiopian army along with Amhara regional forces. Because although Eritrea has often refused this claim, and the United Nations Special Rapporteur to Eritrea did confirm that indeed Asmara deployed troops to Ethiopia contrary to international laws and regulations. And on Sunday, Getachew, the official spokesperson of the Tigray Defense Force, said the Eritrea troops launched attacks on Tigray People Liberation Front in northern Tigray, just near the Eritrea-Ethiopian border, and triggering massive losses of innocent civilians. The Eritrean military launched fresh attacks against our forces yesterday in Saigam, Koflo, Afi, Tesar, located in northwestern Tigray, close to Shire town. And the latest attacks is an extension of its aggression against the people of Tigray. It also signals the regime's brazen disregard of international law, and their strike in reference seems to be the one that eyewitnesses reported on Saturday, based on the description by the spokesperson. And their strike left at least 56 people, mainly children and women, dead, according to several aid agencies. Where the Tigray Defense Force accused Eritrean of dragging effort to find peace in Ethiopia, noting that Asmara authorities are keen to sabotage international effort to reconcile the two conflicting parties within the Federal Republic of Ethiopia. And equally important, it clearly shows how determined the regime in Asmara is to continue to sabotage any and all peacemaking effort in the region, ostensibly to protect Ethiopia's unity. As President Isaias Afwerki made it clear in his interview yesterday, he added, true to form, President Isaias has during his interview given instructions to Abiy Ahmed to dismantle ethnic federalism, and it behoves the IC to take actions to compel this regime to respect elementary rules of international law and hold it accountable for its crimes. With both Afwerki and Abiy Ahmed have formed a strong alliance along with outgoing Somalis President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, which has been widely criticized by several stakeholders. And Afwerki is linked to a clandestine strategy to control the Horn of Africa. And the Ethiopian authorities have remained mum about the latest airstrikes claimed despite the New Year message by Abiy Ahmed, which was encoded on reconciliation. Because Abiy Ahmed insisted there is need for the country to reconcile for the sake of peace and stability. And in another development in the conflict, aid organizations suspended their operations in an area of northwest Tigray where 56 civilians were killed by an airstrikes over the weekend. And the UN Agency for Humanitarian Affairs said a lack of medicines, fuel, and other essential commodities was disrupting the response to the injured. And UNOCHA said in a statement announcing suspension of operations following the airstrike that hit a camp for internally displaced people late on Friday. Those humanitarian partners suspended activities in the area due to the ongoing threats of drone strikes, according to the agency, without giving further details. And war broke out in the mountainous region of 5 million people 14 months ago, pitting Tigrayan forces against federal troops backed by their Eritrean counterparts. And Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki told the state-run Ari TV on Saturday that his troops would strive to prevent Tigrayan forces from attacking his country or threatening the stability of Ethiopia. And Eritrean forces have fought against Tigrayan forces since the start of the war in support of Abiy's troops. But both nations spent the first 5 months of the conflict denying the Eritrean presence. And the Eritrean troops withdrew from most of the region in June, the same month that Ethiopian federal troops also withdrew. And last month, Tigrayan forces withdrew from neighboring regions they had invaded in July in a step toward a potential ceasefire. And atrocities by all sides, including Eritrea, which the parties to the fighting have denied. And the conflict in northern Ethiopia has killed thousands of civilians and displaced millions. Whereas on the other hand, Oromo Liberation Army spokesman Oda Turbi claimed that our 70 enemy combatants were killed in an area called Dibala in fighting, and several heavy weapons were captured, including BKMS, RPGs, and mortars. And in Guba district, Oromo Liberation Army forces took action against a military convoy bringing reinforcements through Kora town. And our 38 enemy combatants were killed, forcing the convoy to retreat. And in Guba district, in a place called Laga Arda, in the same district, 51 enemy combatants were killed and several more were injured during an engagement with Oromo Liberation Army forces. And claimed that in northern zone, Oromo Liberation Army forces took action on the regime military in Urana, resulting in our 40 enemy combatants being killed and several weapons being captured by Oromo Liberation Army. And in central zone, Oromo Liberation Army forces captured a regime camp in Chika town. 11 enemy combatants were captured along with several weapons and explosives. And in the same district, Oromo Liberation Army forces took action against regime military positions in Babu Daire, resulting in 45 enemy combatants killed, 47 injured, and 13 soldiers captured. And several weapons were captured as well. And in Jiro, Oromo Liberation Army forces took action against a military patrol, resulting in 9 enemy combatants being killed and 2 being captured. And Oromo Liberation Army forces took action on the regime military, resulting in our 20 enemy combatants being killed, 35 being injured, and 5 being captured. And Oromo Liberation Army forces also captured Minare town. It was in an offensive on liberated areas by regime forces was routed by the Oromo Liberation Army, and the battle resulted in 103 enemy combatants killed and over 117 injured. And in southern region, Arijai military offensive was routed, resulting in 57 enemy combatants being killed and over 143 being injured, and claimed that Arijai military patrol was destroyed, resulting in 11 enemy combatants being killed and over 16 being injured, and several weapons and supplies were captured. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.